Hi, this is Bonnie, and if you were here on the Sherri's YouTube channel on Tuesday, you saw that I made a coloring sample with the balloon, and I'm going to continue with that today by using some new products that Sherri has released. And you can see everything right here in the video. She has made some pigment inks, and in this box you will get this many different colors. You will get, as it says right here in the box, you will get 5 primary colors, you will get 3 shimmers, and you also get a little spoon and some flowers. And I'm going to be using that today and showing you how I'm going to be putting that on my crayon coloring. And let's get started. Oh, one other thing, I'm going to be also using some light molding paste from Golden to mix my colors. And let's get going. Okay, so I mixed up just a little bit of this. It's the light blue. You can see my fingers. I tried several, so I still have it on my hands. I tried just a little bit. There's a little scoop, like I told you, that came in, and I just used a little bit of that scoop, and it's the Shimmer blue, and I'm going to be putting that in the background and over this image. Before I put it over this image, I used a white crayon and went over the part that I've already colored, just so that the whites of the eyes don't turn blue. So this is what I've mixed up. This is what it looks like. It's a light blue. And I'm going to go ahead and start applying that on here, and to see how that will resist my image that I've already done. And that's going to be my background. I'll probably have to rub back a little bit on this, but that's going to be my background for my image. And then I will rub back on that a little bit, so that, because it shouldn't stick to the wax, and as it's drying, I'll just pull that right back off. And my next step is going to be, I am going to use some more of the modeling light molding paste, and add some more texture to the back. Right now it looks like it's all staying on, but I know that I can get that off. I'm going to try to get this to the edge. It's got a really, really light shimmery blue color to my background, and I can have a little bit of texture to it at the same time. The first color I mixed up was, I did a little bit of I was going to do a dark background, and the gray wasn't what I wanted when I started doing it. So I'm going with the shimmer blue instead. I actually like that it wasn't totally mixed together. I have a little bit of streaks from the blue also. So that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to wipe some of it back. I didn't use very much of my molding paste, and I didn't use very much of Sherri's shimmer pot there that she sent. And this looks like it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to rub this back just a little bit, and so you'll be able to see the image better. But you can see how that gives a really nice texture to the background, and I'm going to add some more to it. But I wanted to give you an idea of, as I go, what it's going to look like. Okay, because my molding paste is acrylic based, I went and got a paper towel that was slightly wet. Not really, really damp, but slightly wet. And what I'm doing is I'm just, because I don't want my paper to get saturated either, I'm just slightly rubbing that back. It's like I said, it's like a little bit of a resist. And I'm just pulling that off of what I don't want. And that's what I'm going to do for the whole image. Just pull back what it is you don't want on it. And that's the look you're going to kind of get. And like I said, I'm going to add a little bit more of the paste for the texture in the background. But just keep, working at what you don't want. And if you want to get to the real if you really want it to get to the part that's really tiny, you could use a little brush. And like I said, just a little bit of water, because you don't want to saturate your paper, because it is paper. But it's just, you know, pulling away from my crayon, and it's working really well. So I hope you give this a try. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with it as soon as, and not only that, but this paper towel just going throughout is giving texture for me. That looks kind of good. It's got texture throughout, just patting it. So it's kind of fun. All right, so I'll continue and show you how it looks. Okay, so it has dried slightly, the base color that I use, and I am now using the primary blue, and I put it into the gesso, and I am also using a memory box stencil, as you can see. I'm going to be selective in terms of where I'm going to be placing this darker paste. I don't want it really all over the balloon, so I'm trying to be a little bit more selective. There's going to be some places I'm probably going to have to wipe back when I go to do it, take this off, but for the most part I'm going to try to get it in the places that are around the balloon. So that's one side, and like I said, I'm going to avoid getting the part down below. I'm just going to get it around. Not that I probably, like I said, I can really wipe it back if it gets onto the balloon at all, any part, so I wanted to make it look like it's behind the balloon, not over the balloon, the stars. I'm also going to add something to the stars when I finish and they dry. I just wanted the contrast, which is why I'm using the darker blue. It almost looks like it's a little bit gray when you mix it with the gesso. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. If it's gesso, I don't know. To me, it looks like gesso without the U like guess. So I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. So there you go. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I got it covered. Oops, I see a couple more I could finish. Hold on. Right there. I don't think I want that real big one down there towards the bottom. So anyway, that should be what I'm thinking about doing. Like I said, because it is water-based, I can just wipe it away actually. So that is the look I'm going for. And there we go. Like I said, I'm just going to check and wipe back the spots that are in the place I don't want it to be on top of the balloon or on top of the ribbon right there. And then I'm going to continue with my project. Okay, so I'm getting ready to use some of the pigment, the glitter, inside of my bottle. And these are the two pieces that you get to make your own little spray bottle. And this was a little bit long, and so obviously I trimmed that off so that will fit inside. One of the tricks, and maybe not for some people, but for me, it was hard for me to figure out how to do this release mechanism. And this is what I think of. You see these little knobs on the side right here? Kind of reminds me of Frankenstein's knobs on his neck. All you do is you push those. See how that worked? And that locks it. Push it the other way and it unlocks it so you can spray. So the suggestion is to keep it locked when you're not using it so it doesn't dry out. So anyway, I just thought I'd show that to you, and I'm going to go ahead and get this together. I'm just probably going to spray a little bit of the glitter on top of my project. Okay, so I add just a little bit of the really pretty silver that came with the kit into the bottle, and it's just a little bit, and you can see, I don't know if you can see that, how it's a little bit swirly, glittery, and then all you do is just spray on top of your project. This one obviously isn't going to show any color, but at the end it'll have a little bit of shine to it. I'm just going to show you if you can see. And it's water-based, so remember, don't put too much on because you will make everything warp up. So anyway, that's what I've done so far. I'll let you know about the rest. Alright, so now that I have my project done and I've put the molding paste and I've used a pigment shimmer and glitter shimmer, and that's all done, I'm going to be making a card. This is just laid out, it's not glued together yet, but I want to show you some more of Sherri Baldy's product. This is her new paper line. It is so pretty. You can see all the different, you get 8 sheets, and there's a little bit of each on the cover. This is the cover, and it's super, and I'm using that for my card. She also is selling flowers, and there's more than 3. There's actually, if you can see all of them, these are all of the flowers in one bunch, and they're super, super pretty. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting it together. I'm going to try to do a speed, one of those speed fast things, so that you don't have to sit there and watch me step by step really slowly, and we'll get going with doing that right now. Before I get going with putting it together in fast motion, I wanted to show you that, so I didn't waste my paper, I cut out this tag that I'm going to be putting on, and this is going to be going down first, so it'll be totally covered. But I just wanted to show you one of my tricks and when I go to make my cards. I have completed my card, and I have added a few more things. I have added Tim Holtz star border, and I cut that out twice, and then I also cut it out of vellum. And then I had a punch, a Fisker's punch, that actually worked really well for the stars, and so I just punched those separately and just glue dotted those in the center and then curled them up slightly. I also added some wild orchid flowers. That's these right here, and this one and this one. I've also added a Joy Craft corner die, and then, like I said, I added the vellum stars, and it's kind of hard to see, but I wanted you to see. I don't know if you can actually see. I actually sprayed those with Sherri Baldy's Shimmer, her Shimmer pigment that I used on the entire card. It just gives such a pretty fine mist of sparkle. It kind of reminds me of pixie dust. It's just so pretty. So just wanted to show you the finished card and how I added a few more things after I constructed it. I hope that you will come back and see the design team, the new design team on Color-ology. They are an awesome, awesome team, and you will enjoy everything that they create. We will be adding our videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so please come back, subscribe, and share, and comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. At the end of my video, I will have links to the image and to Sherri's product. And I also will have it in the description box. I enjoy spending this time with you. Thank you.